Let us make this. So how can we arrange it? We shall have percentage MW1 and percentage MW2. We'll have I0 push button. We have I1 push button, I2 and I3. Okay. So I told first let us make program for this one. So when we press I0, pulse we have to take compulsory. Positive pulse we shall take. And here we have add. Okay, add. I'm writing MW1. Okay, percentage writing percentage is like it will take time. So directly I write here MW1. It would be percentage MW1, but I write here MW1. Add by 1, and here also MW1. Okay. So this is increment by 1 in MW1 when you press I0. Okay, fine. When you press I1, it would be decrement. So again, you take the pulse, and now you take subtraction block, SUB. Again, percentage MW1, 1 and MW1. Okay. So when you press I0, it would be increment 1, 2, 3, 4. On each press, it is not continuous because you have a pulse here. So on each press, you will have increment 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And here it would be decrement again on each press. The important thing is it should not go beyond 9. It should not go below 0. So for that, I take compare block. Either you take EQ or greater than equal to GE. So I compare MW1 with 9. Okay. And I generate one flag M0. And I break this so that when 9 over, this path will be broken and it won't count more. Got it? Got it, no? Not decrement, you see. When MW1 is less than equal to 0. So MW1 less than equal to 0, another flag M1 comes. And M1 will stop decrement ladder. And this is the decrement ladder. Is it okay? Done? I hope you understand these two. Text me in WhatsApp. Is it okay? Text me. Or if you have doubt, I shall clear that. Text me. Is it clear? This increment and decrement, this is for this block. This block we have finished. Is it fine? repeat. Okay, 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 Ramesh. See, our requirement is when we press I0, it should be increment by 1 on each press in MW1. So for that, this ladder we have made, you see. So when you press I0, there is a pulse. So on each press, it will have increment by 1 in MW1. Okay, here it is, increment by 1. In increment, I told addition block you take and destination source 1 you keep same. Then here it is, when you press I1, it should be decrement in the same MW1. So here it is. When you press I1, you have pulse for each press and decrement is subtraction, keep source 1 and destination same and decrement by 1. Another thing is it should not go above 9, more than 9 and should not go below 0. So we compare. Compare will be direct. There is no condition here because continuous compare should take place. So here we have compared MW1, okay, this MW1 compared with 9. When it is equal to 9, M0 will come. So when it will finish 9 counts, M0 will come. It will stop increment. So if you press I0 10th time, its supply will stop here because M0 has got on. And when MW1 is equal to 0, M1 will get high and M1 will stop decrement. So when you press I1, it won't go below 0. Got it? So this is clear. Is it okay, Ramesh? Umesh? Okay, very good. Other people, I hope you understand, and I believe that you are present also, because in online session it happens. People just get login and they do other works. Okay, fine. So when I say text me, please text me. Okay, let us go for next. Now we shall make program for this block MW2. So this is our another screen MW2. We have to do the same. So let us make it here only, or let us save the space. So when you press I2, you do the same. When you press, okay, one more thing I can do. Better I copy paste. Correct now. Why to text? Why to write? I shall copy and paste. Control C, V, and I take this here. Okay. See here. Now, let me delete this one, this one, this one, this one, this. Okay. And compared with MW2 now. And MW2, 3 will come here. Okay, okay, no? Fine. This I will have to write again. Fine, you see. Now when we press I2, it should be increment in MW2. In MW2. When we press I3, it should be decrement in MW2 and MW2. Okay? Now compare. MW2 should be compared with 9. MW3 will, no, MW0, 1, MX0, MX1, MX2. So MX2, M2 I write here, M2 will come. This is flag, this is word, this is bit. And when MW2 2 is compared with 0, MW3 will come. So here we need to put 2 and here 3. Everyone, 11 people, is it okay? Tell me. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, let us proceed. Okay, Rahul. Ramesh, fine, fine. Very good. Now let us proceed for the next thing. Next thing is when we get some value here and here, we press I4 and these two values should come together on new display. You people have to tell me which formula, mathematical formula we shall use to join these two values. So two separate value we have to join and have to make one separate value. How can we join that? Which arithmetic operation shall we use? Text me, please. We can do multiply 2 and 5. You multiply 2 and 5. What shall we get? 10. See, we can do this thing. Look at the screen, please. 2 and 5. We just take example of 2, 5. We can have any value here, any value. So what you do 2 into 10. What shall we get? What will you get? 20. Okay. Fine. Now 20 plus 5. What shall we get? 25. Correct? So you have two values. Suppose A and B. So what formula we shall put here? A into 10. Correct? A into 10. Correct? So it will come to C, suppose. Now C plus B. It will come in D. Okay. Now let us do this. Let us do this. Now we take I4. Okay. When we press I4, these two values should come together. So very first it is multiply, right? So I take multiply. So this is AB. So this should be multiplied by 10 and this should be added. So MW1 multiplied by 10. So let us take this in MW3. Okay, in MW3 we take. So we got here MW1 into 10. Now this should be added to MW2. So let us take here add also. So we add. What have we to add? Now we have to add MW3, the value we got, plus MW2. And the result will come in another variable. But be careful, here you have multiplication. So MW3 and MW4 both have been used automatically because multiplication destination is double word. So you have taken MW3, so 4 has been used already. So you can't use MW4. So let us use MW5. Fine, MW5. So here in MW5, you get your calculated value. If we take 2, 5, consider 2 in MW. Here you see, if I take 2 here and 5 here, then 25 will come in MW5. Got it? Fine. Now, 25 we have to send to the timer. 25 we have to send to the timer. So first let me take that separate here. Here I take. Okay. I have left some space here because some work is left there. So when we press I5 push button for start, I5. I told you no. We have a motor Q0 and we have I5 start push button for the motor. So when we press I5, let us latch with M4. So M4. Okay. Now this will get Q0 on. So M4 will get Q0 on. Now this should get on for some duration. So M4 will run the timer also. So here it comes our TON. And this TON will give done bit M5 and M5 will stop this output. So here we break the latch from M5. The thing is, what should be the preset value? The preset value is MW5 now, correct? No, because that 25 came here, no, that calculated value came to MW5. So MW5 should come here. But in Codesis software, in other software, it can be okay. But in Codesis software, this PV location, preset value location is in time format, correct? No, this PV location and accumulator location. Listen, this preset value location and this accumulator location, these two are in time format. So you will have to give that in time format only. So to give in time format, this is the word format, MW. W is the word. MW will not be accepted here, correct? MW will not be accepted. So that we will have to convert to time first. So this word should be converted to time first. See, this you have already done. You remember you had taken here A, B, C, D, anything you remember, no? And you defined this with time, right? In codices, we define this with time. And when we have to display this in codices, visualization, in visualization, we need word. So we had done time underscore to underscore word. But what is the requirement here? Here the requirement is MW5 is the word, but we want time here. So for that, MW5 should be converted to time. So we will take here word underscore to underscore time. Do you understand this, what I say? Do you understand what I told? I told MW5 is getting the calculated value that has to go to the preset of timer. But the problem is MW is in word format. This PV location in codices is in time format. So we will have to convert this word to time first, and then we can give that to preset value location. Do you understand? Tell me, is it okay? Okay, okay. One another thing. You remember we had taken T hash. If we have to run for 25 seconds, then 25s. T hash 25s we will have to type, right? You remember, no? In timer preset, we had given T hash 10s, T hash 5s. The thing is, we have written here S for second, right? S for second. But by default, this location, if you don't write here S, then by default, if any value will come here, that will come actually in this format, T hash, the value you send millisecond. And you remember in codices you have made timer. In visualization, it was percentage MW1 divided by 1000. Why? Because MW1 divided by 1000. Why? Because it was running in millisecond. And we divided that by 1000 to make that second. So this location and this location, these two location runs in millisecond actually by default. As we type here percentage, sorry, T has 25s, then it will run in second. But by default, it is millisecond. So if I will send here, suppose 25 has come to MW5, and this I send here, then it will run in 25 millisecond. Then it will run for 25 millisecond. Whereas we have to run this in second. So what we will have to do, we will have to first make this value to second. This is by default in millisecond. What value you get here, if you send here, will run for millisecond. So first we need to convert this value to second. For that we will have to multiply this with 1000, because 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 second. So 25 millisecond, if you have to make it second, then you will have to multiply by 10. Sorry, 1000. So I again multiply this. This I am doing to make this value from millisecond to second. So MW5 multiplied with 1000 will go to MW6, percentage MW6. Okay, now we shall convert this to time. So here I take word, and this is for codices only, to underscore time. Word underscore to underscore time. So now if you will send this MW6 here, the value with what comes here will be converted to time. Now it will ask you what address you want here. I can give A, B, C, D, anything. Already A I have used here. A I have used here. So let me take here B or C or D, or I can write PV also. Like, it is not a syntax. PV is not a syntax here. PV, I have just written a name. You can give your name also, no problem. So anything you give, and then you define this with time. When you type PV, you click outside, it will ask you, what is this PV? Then you make it time, TIME. Okay, time. So now I write here PV or any other name also you can take here, no problem. Now this value will come here and timer will. Now the running value will come in A, which is defined with time. If you want to display this in Codice's visualization, timer visualization, then you know again you will have to convert A into word. Correct? No, you remember no? To display, you convert this word to time. You have already used this. So now this time it would be word, sorry, control Z. I am not typing whole thing. Time underscore two underscore word. Okay. Here it should be TIME underscore two underscore WORD. I'm not typing complete things. So here A should be converted to word, and already MW6 we have used, so 7 is used, so 8 I am taking. Or let me take percentage MW10 directly. No problem. Any we can take. This is the complete program. This is the complete program. Let me send this to your group. Write down, please.